Next up, at UFC Orlando, we have late replacement Roman Dolidze taking on Jack Hermansson. Roman Dolidze stepping up on a week's notice. 2 weeks notice? Week and a half? Something like that. He's 11-1 overall. 4-1 in his last 5. He's coming off that incredible win over Phil Hawes. And honestly, the 11-1 is a little misleading. He's an undefeated fighter. That was a bad decision against Trevin Giles. He's taking on Jack Hermansson, 23-7 overall, 3-2 in his last 5, and he's alternating wins and losses. Listen, I think Roman Dolidze wins this fight. I have doubted him in the past. I've picked him to win in underdog spots, and I'm like sort of all over the place with Roman. But he lately has been putting it together. He's hitting harder than ever. And it's not even the striking that's doing it for me in this fight. We got to see his jiu-jitsu. It's the chest hair.
It is the chest hair. I don't like chest hair. I would gladly fall asleep. Listen, Cheyenne, I get
shirts would only be buttoned to here.
Cheyenne, I get it. I think I said this before in his last breakdown. Could you imagine laying next to a fire on a bear rug, laying on his chest, how soft that would be? And just him, when he talks, just the rumbling of his, hey, I'm Roman Dolidze, do you want to order a pizza? Like, I mean, that's my dream night. I mean,
he does have a man voice too.
Oh, I am Roman Dolidze.
Everything about him. He's all man.
He's not like, I'm JP Buys. I am Roman Dolidze.
I'm JP Buys.
I'm JP Buys.
That poor guy. You made him your lock of the week. Who's the idiot?
Huh?
Yeah.
I also made Trevin Giles against Roman my lock of the week and hit that shit. So
you knew for a fact that was a bad decision. You were sweating that one. That was early too. Anyway, what the reason I'm going Roman here? A lot of people, Roman's power. Yes, he has power, but to me, the reason I love Roman here is what he just did to Phil Hawes was the grappling. He got taken down and it instantly started working. Instantly, wild elbows, threw up that knee bar, blew his knee out. And he is a world champion.
You just got done saying that you hate jiu-jitsu nerds, and what he did was like the most jiu-jitsu nerd thing ever. He was going for heel hooks and stuff. That was the Ryan Hall special.
Dude, are you kidding me? First of all, the first thing he did was elbow the shit out of Phil Hawes' face, and it wasn't until Phil Hawes stood up that he grabbed the knee and then blew it out. And then you're going to call Roman Dolidze a jiu-jitsu nerd?
And then he was like,
what an absurd thing to say. What an absurd.
And then he showed off like he actually is like a super sweet dude. First of all, he sends Cheyenne flowers every single day. What a guy! What a guy! I would do that for like the first week. Yeah, like literally every single day she's posting flowers again. When she's like on the other side of the world, he's doing that. Anyway, he also showed how great a guy he is because Phil Hawes didn't tap. The ref didn't stop it. He felt the knee pop and he was like, "Oh my god! Like I'm so sorry."
Of course.
And the ref's like, "What are you doing?" And he blew that bet for me, that son of a bitch, because I had a sub bet for Roman in that fight.
Well, I mean, I like Roman. The jiu-jitsu is giving me hope here because that's Jack's. Here, Jack Hermansson just outstruck Chris Curtis. I get it. We all saw it. That is the only fight he has ever outstruck anybody. He has 30 professional fights. He outstruck an undersized, short-notice man one time. And now everybody thinks Jack Hermansson is the jab king. And Jack Hermansson is this phenomenal striker. And I think that's absurd. He's not. He's been outstruck many, many times. I think maybe he'll have the more straightforward technique in the striking. But
is that how you throw jabs? Is that how you strike, Angelo?
That was me literally being like, I'm a robot. Jack Hermansson, robot striking. That's what that is. So I think anybody looking at Jack Hermansson's last fight and thinking he's going to do that to Roman Dolidze is out of their mind. Chris Curtis looked like an idiot in that fight. He was gun shy. It was like he was only worried about defending takedowns. And Jack went 0 for 6 in takedowns. Roman Dolidze, world champion grappler. Jack Hermansson, pretty good grappler. Roman's better. Jack Hermansson, technical robotic striking. Roman Dolidze, power for days. I'll take Roman. Roman off his back, dangerous. Jack off his back.
Jack off his. Oh my god! Jack me off. Oh, fuck.
All right, well, you go. I think Roman wins this fight, and those are the reasons why.
Listen, I think that Roman is definitely the better value. If you're going to put money on this fight, don't put money on Jack. I mean, I would not put money on Jack no matter how much he goes off in this fight, Jack off. But I will say that Roman is probably a little bit overrated in most people's eyes. And by that I mean a lot of people think that he's like this powerful knockout artist, and that's what he does. He blitzes forward, he throws the big right hands, and he's just knocking everyone out. Roman can be very, very boring. A very, very boring fighter. Against Trevin, there's a reason why he lost a decision, because he didn't do enough against a guy like Trevin, who doesn't do much anyway. Against Staropoli, he won that decision by basically hugging Staropoli. He didn't even take him down. It was hugging him against the fence for 15 minutes. Roman can be very, very boring. So the fact that people think that he's just going to come in and throw these big right hands and blitz, it can happen. It might happen, but I wouldn't bank on it. That's why my money was like more on like the plus 3.5. Become a premium to see what I actually did for this fight. But my pick is going to be Jack. But somebody in the Discord made a very, very good point. The reason I'm picking Jack is what Angelo said. The Chris Curtis fight. He stayed out of danger.
I said
the Chris
you
Curtis
shouldn't
fight.
pick Jack.
I know. And that's what I'm
Okay.
going to make your point on this next one. Don't fucking interrupt me again. Jack, in that fight, stayed safe. But somebody in the Discord made a good point. Chris Curtis did not take any chances, right? He was not trying to cut off the cage. He was just plotting, following. And Roman is not a guy that's going to do that, right? Roman will take chances. He will blitz in with his strikes, with his grappling. So there is that caveat to that. The reason I'm picking Jack is because I think he can stay safe against Roman. Roman can be boring. He can withstand the takedowns of Roman, because I know that Roman is a good grappler, but he's not the best wrestler, because even, like I said, Staropoli was on his hips, couldn't get the takedowns, blah, blah, blah. So my pick is for Jack. This is one of those things. Listen very closely. My pick is Jack. Do not bet Jack. I'm not going to put money on Jack, but he's my pick. The value is in Roman. I just think that he's a little bit overrated in the striking, and Jack should have the tools to withstand it. But the value is definitely in Roman, so I get the underdog pick.
I hear you. I like Roman. And like I said, I'm not in that the strike camp. Ooh, he's so powerful. Yeah, of course he's powerful. It was the grappling in the last fight that really pushed me over the edge here. That was the first time we've seen world champion level grappling. He was taken down by a national champion wrestler with a beautiful duck under, and he was instantly dangerous. Like the second they hit the mat, Roman Dolidze was a problem. And that's why I was like, this is great. I'm going Roman against Jack. What do you want?
No, to that point, because that's instinct, all right? He's been grappling his whole life, so when he went into that, it's instincts immediately. When people are chasing KO bets against with jiu-jitsu people, I get a little bit scared because their instincts kick in. The reason I say that is because Brendan Allen, when he hurts people, he submits them because he gets them hurt, and then his instincts come in, he grabs necks, he does this. So even if Roman hurts Jack, it might not be a KO situation. His instincts could kick in, and he goes for subs after that. So the KO bet is a little bit, I get it, but
there's no reason that Roman Dolidze is plus money right now. There is no reason to do anything stupid with the bet. Like, what are you chasing? Like, he's plus money. Just money line him, and that's it.
I would never chase stuff like that. I'm
no
always
reason, There's no reason to take a plus money fighter, especially plus 155, and then try to get plus 180. Don't do that. Why would you do that? Keep your plus 155 with every possible winning outcome. That's what you do. Somebody asked how you get the plus 3.5 bet. That is a BetOnline exclusive. They are the only sportsbook on planet Earth that offers that. And basically, you're buying a round on the judge's scorecard. All Roman needs to do is win one round. That's it. Win the first round when he's fresh. Then just lose a decision, and he'll win that bet. So I have a money line on Roman. The plus 3.5, that's a safety net bet. That's a bet. We're great. It'll flip from plus 155 to minus 150, whatever it was. That's worth it. That's a good bet. That's worth it because short notice doesn't matter. Just win one round, don't get finished, and you're good. BetOnline is the only company that offers that. If you sign up for BetOnline using our links at WeWantPicks.com/bets, we'll send you $50 as a thank you, just affiliate marketing 101. They pay us. We'll share some of that money with you as a thank you. WeWantPicks.com/bets. We don't have DraftKings pricing for this yet.
do we not?
We already... Nope, it's not out yet. I guess we'll see. I like Roman, but I'd love to get him with a 7 in front of him, but that's probably not going to happen. And Monkey Knife Fight Strike Line 48-64. What do you think of that?
I think it's one more.
Okay, I feel like I got to sneeze. Do I have to sneeze?
Did that make you
here
sneeze?
It comes.
Buy a round on Sal Diamato's card. That's pretty funny.
He just gives those things away. WheelPicks.com. Become a premium member.
Florida judges. Yeah, this could be a little bit weird card. They do have MMA there, but
no, they do have some weird. Well, it's not as bad as Texas with those cards. Anyway, WeOnPicks.com. Become a premium member. It is only $10 a month, and you'll see all the bets we place the very second we place them, and we've been crushing lately.